Before we get started, I can tell you that I am aware of the lawsuit that was filed today, and that our general counsel's office will be handling all those questions. That's all I can say on the matter. If there are any questions about the game, we're happy to talk about that.
Coach, is there much you could have done? You know, Casey was talking about how you guys mostly just kind of beat up on you guys yourself and you don't help yourself in this game. Is that kind of...
Our ball movement was not good tonight. The physicality of the game got to us. You know, we got out-rebounded terribly. Their athleticism really hurt us there. So we got out of whack. We had a lot of bad offensive possessions. You know, I thought when we were only down 5 at half, I thought we could make the adjustment. But we come out and we had some bad turnovers, some bad possessions to start. They scored some baskets, and you know, we could never get, you know, that run going that we'd hoped for. And that's where they're an experienced team, and you know, they really hurt us.
Was there a game plan to kind of make up the fact that you guys just couldn't hit any outside shots today?
Well, we're going to have to hit some threes. If you remember right, when we came back from an 8-point deficit and beat them last year, we went, I think, 10 for 18 from three. You know, we did have some looks. I thought we took some quick ones in the first half, which got us out of rhythm again. But, you know, there were some looks in the second half, you know, that we could have really got a run going. There was a number of times we were like on 10 that could have got it to 7 and maybe got a little run going. We never hit them.
After the Oregon State, I think it was after the Oregon State game, you talked about possessions, not taking advantage of them all the time. What do you think is the problem there? Is it trying too hard or not thinking things through?
Well, you know, some of it is guys trying too hard, but you know, not trusting their teammates. You know, a lot of our turnovers were guys trying to get a shot for themselves, you know, and not thinking about getting in there and making a play for their teammate. You know, we were leading the team in assists, or the conference in assists. I think we had 7 tonight. You know, we just didn't move the ball. Now, their defense had a lot to do with that. Don't get me wrong, they're the best defensive team that we have faced and probably will face all year. But we sure didn't help ourselves in it.
Coach, you talk about these areas of concern, but you know, can you talk about Jordan Bell and kind of held his own against our Houston game?
Yeah, no, he battled a little bit. You know, there's a couple possessions he wasn't quite ready to play, and you know, he gets the big dunk and he celebrates, and they run it right back down on us. You know, that's freshman mistake. You know, Joe gets a bad technical. You know, just you know, those are things, you know, we can't have. You know, you're trying to be top 10 team. You can't beat yourself, and we sure didn't help ourselves in a lot of cases.
Do you think you guys just weren't mentally prepared then? Is that kind of thing?
Oh, I don't know. You know, their guys were excited. You know, I thought nervous energy early in the ball game. You know, we got way down. You know, just nerves. You know, we were stuck in the mud. But you know, the guys wanted to compete. You know, they were excited about the opportunity to play a top 10 team. We just didn't respond very well.
A young team like this, what do you focus on as teachable moments moving forward?
You know, we talked a lot about ball movement in the locker room. We talked a lot about blockouts because we got out-rebounded badly. You know, we talked about fouls. We had a lot of bad fouls. You know, we didn't help ourselves. You know, just fouls that put them on the line. They went 24 for 30. You know, you can't put a good team on the line 30 times. So, again, we hurt ourselves. You know, and you can't do that against a good team.
How important is it then to flush this game, get ready for ASU?
Well, we do. We have to put it behind us quickly. You know, we play 2 o'clock on Saturday, so there's not much turnaround time. So it'll be quick. We'll have to get this one behind us really quick and go to work tomorrow.
What do you need to focus on the most between now and that Arizona State game?
Well, you know, so many things here. I'm trying to think. Definitely the fouls. You know, we just can't foul. You know, I mean, I don't know how many minutes Elgin played tonight, but they weren't many. You know, and he was our one guy inside that had played against these guys. You know, and so the rest of them, it was their first time. And when you're playing vets, you know, Brandon Ashley and those guys are vets. You know, so Elgin, you know, had a couple really nice moves, and they had a hard time handling his dribble penetration, but he didn't play much. So the fouls would be one thing, ball movement would be another, and then lastly, we got a block out board, we got beat 13, and that was critical.
Coach, after a bad shooting out like this, is there adjustments to be made in regards to what kind of looks you want to see moving forward? Maybe less outside shots?
Well, we got a lot of guys that, are a little too optimistic, and their shooting percentages don't back up, what shots they're taking. So, yeah, we got to do a better job of defining what shots we're comfortable with them taking.
How do you get a balance between playing aggressively against a team that's bigger than you and not getting so many fouls?
Well, a lot of our fouls were just, reach fouls and out of position fouls. Those are the ones you got to eliminate. You're going to foul, and it's a fast-paced game. We got to get up a little bit. We're pressing a little bit. So there's a lot of things we got to do, but you can't have the silly ones, reaching around and I fouled, 60 feet from the basket. They're taking it out of bounds, and we foul. You just got to eliminate those kind of fouls. You got to be aggressive, but you can't foul there.
The only stat you really care about is wins and losses, but Jordan tied the school record today in block shots for a season. Do you anticipate him being this impactful defensively with blocks?
51 blocks, this early in his career is, really a testament to his, going after shots. He's trying to help his team. I like the progress he's making. So no problems at all with his effort.
Is TJ McConnell just kind of a pick your poison type of player during the pass and it's an assist during the shoot?
Well, we got him going tonight. We gave him some good looks early. We let him go to his strength with his right hand, driving it. We didn't force him into some picks. And then he finished, So he's a good player. He's a good player. We faced him when he was at Duquesne, and he was a good player there, and he's been a really good player for Sean. And, he's gets him in great offensive sets, and he gets them set defensively. He's an experienced point guard, and, our two freshmen can learn a lot from him. All righty, thanks.